We got the Samsung Gear Fit 2 in front of us here, and we'll be replacing the glass here, the screen, and all the parts and tools can be found in the description. We'll be using a flathead. This is a 1.5 millimeter. And we're also going to be using a cross here, which is at 1.2 millimeters. Alright, so to get started with the repair, we're going to remove the bands here. To remove the bands, we're going to go in between the housing and the band here, the clip. You can just push in there a little bit and you might hear like a little click, or you'll see as there's going to be a gap and it's going to stay in place. You can just pop that out like so. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Right there. Alright, and we'll pop that out. Alright, so now we got 4 screw covers here that are held on by double-sided tape, and we got 4 screws underneath that, so we'll get started on that here. One thing when looking for parts for the screen for replacement, the Gear Fit 2 and Gear Fit 2 Pro screens are different. So is the housing and the battery. It is designed a little bit different. The dimensions are slightly different between the two, and so you can't interchange the boards or the back covers or the screens. So that's just something to keep in mind when looking for parts for replacement. Alright, now that we've got the screws removed, we're going to separate the back cover from the screen here, the back housing. And to do that, I work from the opposite side of the buttons. So from here, we'll take our flathead and bring it right here where the bands would normally be, and you will feel where the cover connects to the screen there. And so we want to prop it up against the screen a little bit. And depending on how tight the adhesive is, this could be a little bit difficult. You don't want to push the flathead too far in because we could damage the board, nor do we want to apply too much pressure and damage the plastic around here. So we will do that from the other side as well. There we go. Now that we got a little bit of room to work with here, separate it a little bit, we're going to peel it back like so. Alrighty, so now we got the back cover, we can set that aside. Now we got 2 connections here to take off from the board. One would be the battery, and here would be the screen. I can push those out a little bit. And now we're going to want to remove the board. Don't want to apply too much pressure anywhere to the board. It is fragile, so I want to just start off in a corner and just take your time with it, pull it out. There we go. Alright, so one more thing we've got to remove would be the battery. So to remove the battery, go along the edge here, opposite side of the ribbon, and just pry up a little bit the edges here. You don't want to angle it down and push across, or you could damage something there. Well, I guess we're replacing the screen either way, so won't hurt to damage anything there, but just be careful not to puncture the battery. So we can set that aside. So here's the damaged screen. Just for fun, I got screen here that was been taken apart. So normally this is how it would look like, and it's held on here by a cover, and then you got the actual display here, obviously with all its components and the digitizer and whatnot, and you got your kind of plastic where it sits, which, so that's that. Now we're going to take our replacement screen and replace our battery. So battery, I just put it all the way to the back and just let it sit. Alright, now we're going to grab our board, put the vibrator into the place dedicated for it there. Start out with this side. Alright, just set it down. Now we don't want to put too much pressure onto the board. What we would want to do is we have these plastic sides here that actually keep the board in place, and we would just want to move that out a little bit, out to the side, push it out this way, and the board would just sit right into place. Alright, now we just make sure everything is indeed flat, and we're going to connect the battery, and we're going to connect the screen here. Alright, now we'll take the back cover, placing it back on. You can just pop it right into place, and the rest is pretty easy from here. We just put all 4 screws back, screw covers, and then the bands. So again, keep in mind when looking for parts to not mix up your Gear Fit 2 and Gear Fit 2 Pro, as they are different. Alright, to replace the bands, take the smaller band and it will be put onto the side with the larger button here. And the larger part would go on to the smaller button. Alright, and that's how the screen is replaced on a Samsung Gear Fit 2. Thank you for watching.